welcome to another episode of The Socially Distant Lawyer. I'm Greg Nagransky.
And I'm Mitch Hayes.
And today we're going to discuss an update on marijuana in New Jersey. And you can check out our past episode where we discussed some of the initial phases of the legalization of marijuana. And now we're going to discuss just a brief update now that Governor Murphy has signed the law.
One of the biggest issues facing the legislation is the decriminalization part of it. That was what a big holdup was since the constitutional amendment was passed back on Election Day in November, and why the process has been dragged out for a couple of months now. So now that the decriminalization aspect has been resolved, what the legislature, what the bill says, is that up to 6 ounces are no consequences for 21 plus. That's the age where the requirements kick in. However, if you're under 21 and you possess 1 ounce of marijuana, you'll only be given a warning. There's also only warnings if you're under 21 and you're suspected of consuming marijuana. Now, another big part is that the odor, police detect an odor of marijuana, that's not probable cause to conduct a search. That's a big step from what the old regulations used to be. And lastly, another point of the decriminalization aspect is that all charges are dismissed pending the signing of the legislation on February 22nd, as long as it is no longer criminalized. So if a charge was a criminal charge and you were arrested and detained for that, and it's no longer a criminal charge based on the legislation, those charges will be vacated without you having to appear.
The next important aspect of this new law is the establishment of the Cannabis Regulatory Commission. So the law says that they have 6 months to create this commission, and it's a body that's going to create the rules and create the marketplace for this industry. Because of the 6-month delay, there's likely not to be any actual distribution in the state until the end of the year. But one of the big targets and one of the big objectives of this commission is to ensure that that there's diversity and inclusion in the cities and the municipalities where this marketplace is going to be established and run.
Another big issue that the Regulatory Commission is going to have to face is taxes. So we know that this Jersey state tax is going to be imposed on all sales, but what other taxes are there going to be? There are going to be additional excise and use taxes, and how are those taxes going to be distributed? That's all what the Regulatory Commission is going to be deciding and debating over the next 6 months or so that these laws can go into effect. One aspect of these taxes and one part of the bill that is being relied on is that taxes are going to go into impact zones. So those zones which are more minority-dominated zones to help those communities. That's definitely one area that we're going to see these taxes be used for. But what taxes, how much, and how many, that still remains to be determined by the commission.
And kind of the overarching theme for a lot of this state legalization is what's going to happen with the federal government. With the incoming president, is he going to simply lift the ban on marijuana, or is he going to impose additional regulations on marijuana and distribution of marijuana? And what impact does that have on the state's rights to tax this product and to ultimately distribute it? Those are things that we're not sure yet. And obviously, if the federal government lifts its ban on marijuana, you're talking about businesses that now have the ability to receive loans and to potentially invest some of their profits from what is now just a cash business, essentially.
Thanks for tuning in to our episode on marijuana. We hope you enjoyed the content. Make sure to follow us on our social media channels, follow, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.